Mo Salah, easily Liverpool's man of the match, surely. The ratings, a 9 from SofaScore, an outrageous 8.2 from Who Scored, and a 9.2 from FOTMob. Paulie was the man of the match, and he continues to be the man that we've known and loved over the last few years.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think the only player on the day who comes close to touching him for that like overall performance, I think, was Szoboszlai, and I think Szoboszlai's overall performance was probably better than Mo, his full 90 minutes in terms of what he put in. But actually, you know, Salah started okay.
Yeah.
He got into good positions. He peeled off. He got a couple of shots off. You mentioned one earlier. Szoboszlai played him in, got a shot off. One where it dropped to him at the back post. I think it was Gakpo played the cross to him. Good. He was threatening, and then his influence kind of died off in the game a little bit. And what we saw was Szoboszlai putting in this massive shift for us, and a lot of, you know, Cody Gakpo doing some really good stuff on the left hand side. But once again, the game didn't go our way. The game required Liverpool to find ways to get goals. And when it comes down to it, it's what Salah does.
He found a new one though today, didn't he?
Salah, yeah. Well, look, Salah trades in clutch moments. And this was another game where he did that again. And yeah, him scoring a goal where I don't really know what Alex McCarthy thinks he's trying to achieve, unless he thinks Mo Salah's feet have been welded to the ground in some instance. Like he's going to tackle one of them like metal men on Crosby Beach. I've got you, mate. And then he closes his eyes. And now I'm going to close my eyes and presume that you're still going to be there when I get there. That's the only thing I can think McCarthy does. Was it a shot? Or was it a bad first touch?
It was a great first touch shot.
Okay.
Now,
I'm having it.
And what I mean by that is it wasn't a first time shot. It was a first touch that he decided was going to be a shot.
Okay.
After the fact. Oh, no, not after the fact. Like, I think it was coming to him and he went, oh, I'll just tap that there.
Are you going to stand all the way over there?
Yeah, because he's looked to his right and seen Alex McCarthy running past him. And he's thought, where are you going? Why? Who's round there? I'll just knock this in then. So it was a first touch that ended up being a shot, that ended up being a goal. And Mo Salah did, for the first time in his Liverpool career, I think, that. Yeah. And I don't know if anyone else in football has ever done that, to be honest.
I think sometimes, and I've thought this for a long time, that sometimes it feels like we have to work dead hard for our goals.
Yeah.
Like we have to do so much. Like we're like a one-man band. You know, to earn your crust, you've got to do your cymbals between your legs, and you've got a harmonica, and you've got your guitar, and you've got your banjo, and you've got on two hands, and you've got like your accordion. That's how it feels for Liverpool sometimes. This season it's been less that, and that goal is the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Mo Salah's just the guy.
He's got a triangle.
He's been caught, like someone's heard him humming in the street, and you've got talent. Here's a $1 million record deal. That's that goal is just good. Look, he's got to have the awareness. He's got to have the movement. He's got to be on side, and he's got to have the bravery to take that. Because look, you could take a second. You could take that first touch. You're round the goalie and then finish it. But he just goes, I'm just going to finish it.
Yeah. And he was brave to just not chase in after it as well, wasn't he? That says to me it was a shot as well, by the way, because he just went, oh, that's going in. And then he had a little panic where he went, the defender, and he had a little fucking sprint and he went, oh, no, it's in, it's fine.
I initially thought that he thought he might be offside, which is why, because it was all so
weird.
Odd. Yeah, the whole situation for the goal, like, the ball played. I think we'd even, when watching it, we kind of switched off a bit. Like, there was nothing really happening. I think I looked down at my screen. I think you kind of done the same. And I looked and watched this ball floating over to Mo, and it was like, oh. And we've scored. Oh, well, cool.
Let's do more of that then. Yeah. And then obviously he gets the penalty, doesn't he? And, it's a weird penalty again. There's no reason for the Southampton defender to handball it there other than maybe, was it Robertson behind him?
Mm-hmm.
Which shouted boo or something. That's the type of thing Robert would do anyway.
I mean, as we said it at the time, but good on you, lad, handballing it, because, I mean, I know Andy Robertson being unmarked at the back post is in theory quite a dangerous opportunity, but effectively guaranteeing us a penalty and a free kick at goal by Mo Salah over Andy Robertson trying to kick the ball at the goal.
Over a guaranteed goal kick is what you're saying. What's the lesser of two evils? Now, to some Liverpool fans, and myself included, sometimes Mo Salah on a penalty is not the best thing in the world, but he has been clutch for a while now, Mo, on penalties, and he showcased that again. And he did his standard run up, he took his time, moved to that right hand side, and he knew exactly where he was putting it, and I'm convinced of it. And he just lifts it to an area where you'll know better than me, Paul, but as a goalkeeper, I always feel like if you can lift it just high enough and it's far enough over to the side netting, it's out of reach for a stretch dive. Is that true? Or?
Yeah, look,
because you can dive all the way to the post along the ground, but you can't dive to the post high up, can you?
I don't know. I
know you can't.
I am a pomp. Like I definitely can't do it now. Jesus Christ, I can barely fall that way. I would still rather have a penalty taker who tucks it in the bottom corner every time, really hard, and definitively. I always feel Mo Salah penalties are PR potluck and all that kind of stuff. But look, he hits them hard and he hits them forcefully in a direction, and he does his homework on where goalkeepers are going to go and all that stuff. And look, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and Mo Salah scores a lot of penalties for Liverpool. So
he could have had a hat-trick quite easy. Obviously, it's the post near post, doesn't he? Which is a little bit unlucky for him. He's had a couple of chances early doors against McCarthy where you're still at that phase of the game where you're thinking McCarthy's going to have the greatest game any goalkeeper's ever had here. Now, thankfully, he had a little bit of that and a lot of where the fuck am I going for Mo Salah. So yeah, thankfully Mo's there though, and he does what he does, and that is like we keep saying it as fans, don't we? We've got a league title to win here. Mo Salah has got a league title to win, and it's felt that way for quite some time.
Mo Salah has got a Ballon d'Or to win.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And the absolute disrespect thrown at him last season, and I get it. He's playing Europa League football. And he plays for Egypt, unfortunately. So that's it's not going to catch the eye the way that Argentina do. It's just how it works, unfortunately, because it's a popularity contest.
But he makes it into the top 30.
Well, yeah, exactly. He didn't even get into the voting for the best African player of the year, which again is just stupid because he is. He just is. He's the best African. He's probably the best African footballer of all time. And there's been some sensational footballers come out of it, an entire continent, of course. But he's. Yeah, I was just thinking. I was seeing City celebrating Rodri on the pitch before the game and making a big hoo-ha over him, and I just thought, Salah's back in the Champions League. He's scoring goals and getting assists for fun for Liverpool. Messi and Ronaldo are now a dim and distant memory. They're giving it to there's no one who stepped up who's like got an absolute shoe-in for it now. So it might be Mo's thing, and he's playing on the big club stage at the moment, and he's delivering. So yeah, boss. He's up to 10 Premier League goals. He's only 2 behind Haaland, and I know Haaland's in it.
10 and 12 then, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, so like that's
good. That's really good.
Yeah, 100%. And Haaland is a freak, isn't he? But obviously he's not going through a great run of form at the moment, and all of a sudden that inassailable Erling Haaland's just going to win the Golden Boot conversation isn't quite as cut and dry. He's due
4 goals a game though, Haaland.
Probably,
that's what he doesn't score every week like Mo.
Yeah.
He scores like a couple of braces and then a hat-trick, and then he won't score for 4 weeks, and then he'll do the same again, whereas Mo's consistent. Like,
now the big question is, what rating would he have got if he'd not taken his top off and got a yellow card for celebrating?
Yeah, who scored didn't like that. They dropped him down to that, I can't remember what it was. Only an 8.2 it was for Mo on that one. I don't know, but he deserved 9s for me across the board.
Yeah, I thought Mo Salah was absolutely was really, really, really good. And that final, again, half an hour of the football match where that could have gotten away from us, or it could have been like the time's running down and all the pressure's on. It just wasn't that end to the game because Salah made it not that end to the game, because Mo Salah is brilliant. And again, keep saying it, clutch. You need players clutch players take away the stress because you just trust them to deliver magic moments, and he's done it again. Now, if someone could deliver him a contract extension, that would be splendid, Liverpool.
Yes, it would.
Let us know. Do you agree with the man of the match, Chelsea? Let us know in the comments or messages or whatever you feel. And who, after Mo, Dominic Szoboszlai seems to have had the second highest ratings of anyone, but it's an interesting show.